We're live and in color at the launch of the Batu line here in Namibia. And of course, Smell the Coffee is here to be chatting up a storm with all the sneaker lovers. I am Glenora Shipora and this is Smell the Coffee.
NTV Awards 2025. These are your nominees. Show of the Year. Viewer's Choice Presenter of the Year. Lifestyle Show of the Year. Public Affairs Show of the Year. Sport Show of the Year. Sport Presenter of the Year. My Zone Show of the Year. And Chill Personality of the Year. NTV Awards, celebrating creativity, dedication, and impact.
Connection. It's in the human touch, the feeling of belonging. It inspires us and empowers us, creates clarity from complexity. It starts new conversations, unlocks the power of advice, and makes an impact on your life. At Alex Forbes, we pioneer insight to provide you with advice that connects your decisions of today to your impact tomorrow.
NTV Second Annual Awards 2025. This is how you can vote for your favorites. Save Synergy chatbot number +264 85785 6231 and send hashtag NTV Awards 2025 on WhatsApp and follow instructions. These are the categories you can vote for. Viewer's Choice Presenter of the Year: Precious Ngitaunapo, Toivo Njebela, Joe Marie Dadi, Aina Kweyo, and Brian Munango. Chill Personality of the Year: Miss Gideon, Jericho, DJ Vuyo, Captain Swazi, and P-Star. Voting closes 8 February 2025.
I'm here with the founder of TCG. I hope I'm saying it correctly. Okay, awesome. Could you tell us your name, because I feel like I'm getting it wrong the whole time, and also what TCG is all about?
Yeah, sure. So my name is CJ Dumeni. I'm the founder of TCG, which is a very new marketing company that specializes in launching products in different markets, connecting people from networking to influencers and content creators. So we work with international clients and help them use African talent and launch products here in Africa. So yeah, essentially.
Hence why we are here.
Hence why we're here. Batu is one of our clients.
Yes, you brought it to Namibia and you launched it with a bang. I have to say kudos to you guys.
Thank you so much.
I mean, this event is absolutely amazing. Could you take us through the thought process of just, creating this as a, like, hello, welcome to Namibia, and grand opening for the brand?
Yeah, sure. So I met Theo at a conference last year, and Theo's a founder of Batu, and we had an interesting conversation. He said that he wanted to launch in Namibia, and I told him that we can definitely help do that. And since then, Theo and I have been in conversations, and we came up with this plan, which is like a full weekend takeover. The whole idea is to give Namibia different glimpses of Batu, not only from an influencer higher perspective, but also tomorrow we'll be going to schools, giving shoes to specific schools with young kids that don't usually have access to these types of things. Then doing activations at the store at Maroa Mall on Saturday, with another nightlife experience after that. So the whole idea is to provide a weekend, a 3-day experience that most Namibians will never forget. And walk with us throughout those 3 days as we launch Batu in Namibia. That was the idea.
And I love that you didn't just do a grand event, you are also having activations, you are also having the school donations, which is really, really something very beautiful to see. To see that a South African brand comes here to Namibia and then they're also giving, to the Namibians. Absolutely, absolutely amazing. What are some of the challenges that you guys might have experienced, you foresee coming, and how did you guys overcome them or plan to overcome them?
Look, launching a product in a new market is never easy, and especially when it's a foreign product. And Namibians tend to be quite picky with what they like to run with and not run with. So it was very important that we got in tune with the culture, and we advised them to do things that would resonate with the Namibian people. It needs to kind of feel Namibian. It shouldn't feel so foreign, and that's exactly what we did.
Let's talk about the Batu brand and what it means. I've looked at the sneakers that are on display here. They are absolutely breathtaking. They are beautiful, and I can imagine myself wearing, 1 or 2 sneakers from the Batu brand. And perhaps I'll buy more because I'm a sneaker girl. How was your initial relationship with the Batu brand, and how did you find yourself drawn to the brand?
To be honest, I was drawn to the brand from the story of the CEO. Theo's story is incredible, coming from a township in South Africa to building probably Africa's biggest footwear sneaker brand. And making it African and making it relatable to everyone. And after conversations with Theo and looking at the designs, I was sold. So you can see I'm wearing my Batus here today, and obviously planning to get more and more. I think it's about supporting African brands, especially when they do well. Sometimes we support African brands just because they're African, but in this case, it's nice to be affiliated with a brand that you can be proud to be with, And that's what I think the Batu brand has done and brought to Namibia.
I love the last part, especially when they do well, because we need to also have a sense of pride in the African product. It shouldn't just be because it's African, we're going to support it, but it's like, oh, this is really good quality and it's great, it looks good. I can wear it on multiple occasions with, different types of attires. So I love that you said that. In terms of communication and letting the viewers know where they can purchase the shoes and where they can get the shoes, what their ultimate, shopper experience would be, could you give that to them?
Yeah, sure. Batu has a store in Maroa Mall on the 2nd floor, I believe, right next to the iStore. You can go in there. They have an incredible team of people that will let you try on the shoes, pick out the shoes. I know they even have a special where you can buy 2 shoes for, I think, 1,000 Rand. 1,000 Namibian dollars. So that's a great deal, you know. So
Guys, you can't be telling me these things.
you're gonna spend your payday now.
No.
So you'll be
You
spending
guys
your
are
budget there.
literally gonna burn a hole in my pocket. I mean, the Batu brand is literally gonna burn a hole
It
in my
will be
pocket.
it will be a whole worthwhile. in
I
your
think so
pocket,
too.
trust
I
me.
think so too. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Thank you for having me. Really appreciate it.
All right, we'll be right back with more Smell the Coffee.
Welcome to Namibia, where adventure meets tranquility. With Enjoy, you have access to a wide range of accommodations to suit every traveler's taste and budget. Experience the finest dining and hospitality Namibia has to offer. Booking your dream accommodation is just a few clicks away with Enjoy. Join thousands of happy travelers who have trusted Enjoy for their Namibian getaway. Your gateway to unforgettable Namibian adventures. Visit us today at enjoy.my.na.
I grew up in Alexander Township, and in South Africa, there is a saying that talks about a village raising a child, and you know that's how we were basically brought up, right? That you are brought up by a community through certain values, and one of the biggest values is humility. To always humble yourself before people, because you never know who is sitting or standing before you, right? And I think more than anything else, you said this brand is my brainchild, but I think might be my brainchild, but for it to be where it is today and to create this impact is because of everyone who's here and those that are not here. It's because of everyone that I've met and those that I've never met before, who have decided to part away with their money to support this brand. So that is why this brand is here. So who am I to sit in front of those people and say, this is mine? It's not mine, it's ours. So I think that's who I am.
I love that. I love
Yeah.
that. All right, now Theo, let's talk. You just spoke about the brand. Let's talk about Namibia.
Yeah.
You know, sitting with such a huge brand, what is it that made you decide that Namibia would be the next best location for you?
So first, let's start about our vision. Our vision
Yes.
is to build a shoe brand that Africans can proudly affiliate with. And the reason why, that is our vision, because we've got about 7 regions in the world. And each and every region, if you double tap on it, it has at least about 1 or 2 footwear brands competing predominantly in, sneakers. And a few years ago when I started the brand, I did that research and I couldn't find a brand that represents this region being Africa. And I thought, why not build a brand that can represent, this region? And I think SADC region as a whole in Africa, Namibia included in that, is one of the countries that has supported our business. And I always have this conversation with the external stakeholders. And they're like, why do you go to Namibia? Because the population is so small.
Yeah.
They compare to Gauteng and so forth. And I always say this, that the population might be small, but the impact is great. And I think, the growth of this business, we obviously use a lot of insights, a lot of data in our business. And data has proven that the biggest support in SADC region comes from Namibia. So it's only fair for us to come back here and to say thank you. And that is why we structured the program the way we structured it.
Okay, fantastic. So for those of you living under a rock, the shop is in Marua Mall. Top floor, next to iStores, just in that vicinity. Now, let's talk about, you seem like a visionary leader. And one thing about being able to tell about leadership is through interaction with the people that the leader works with.
Yeah.
Firstly, kudos on selecting an amazing team. One of the things that I took away from the introductions was, it's not we are a team, it's we're a family.
Yeah.
So this is the Batu family.
Sure.
And that for me was everything. So talking about family and talking about how it is that you want to nestle your brand in Namibia. Yes, we're impactful, but how are you going to contribute to us as Namibians? Obviously, we're going to go out there and buy your shoes because the
Yeah.
quality is great. But what other partnerships can we form as creatives? Most of the people in front of you are people that yearn to work with brands like yourself.
Yeah.
How are we going to make that partnership work for us?
Good question. Like I've said, our vision is to build a shoe brand that Africans can proudly affiliate with. And for us, affiliation is not only from a point of purchase, but it's also from, affiliating in terms of creating impact together. How do we as a brand make sure that we contribute to African creative, number one? How do we create opportunities, for others? But most importantly, how do we make sure that as a brand we partner with, African future leaders? I mean, this event alone, right, it has been curated proudly by, people from this region, right, from the service providers that have put this together. We've worked with creatives from this region to amplify our brand promise and to make sure that they advocate for our brand promise. But I think most importantly, we are a business that is really intentional about connecting with our future consumer. A business that is, really intentional about looking at not a consumer that can come to store today and buy the shoes, but who are the future leaders in our continent. And we started a CSI project called the Batu for Batu Care Project that aims at donating 1 million pairs of school shoes in the next 10 years. And the same way that we started our business, started off, from taking my savings, deploying them as seed capital into the business. We thought we've been supported by a lot of people in the continent. Let's take some of our profits, redeploy them into making school shoes, going to, school kids who don't necessarily know what their dreams look like, their purpose is, their big dreams, and who they're going to be in the future. But they go to grade 1, right? We go to that person, we donate school shoes to them. Grade 5, we do the same thing. Grade 10, we do the same thing. Grade 12, we do the same thing. And potentially one day when they go to higher education, we will partner with them. So that tomorrow when they're the Black Coffee of this world, and they're the Trevor Noah of this world, we'll look back and know exactly who walked the journey with them. So we're not only doing that in South Africa, as a matter of fact, we're doing that also in Namibia tomorrow, because we're donating 100 pairs of school shoes in 2 different schools tomorrow.
All right, I'm loving the convo because you're leading straight into everything I want everybody to know.
Sure.
So you mentioned tomorrow and the upcoming weekend. You guys have a packed weekend.
Yeah.
What are you up to?
So like I've said, tomorrow we are donating 100 pairs of school shoes to 2 different schools in Namibia. We've got a in-store brand activation, right, in our store. So please come in numbers. We don't expect you to trade. If you can trade and buy a pair today for your loved ones, we'd appreciate it, of course. But more than anything else, I think it's about saying Batu is here. We are here because a lot of people have supported our business, predominantly from Namibia, and we just want to communicate the message that we're here. And together when we're here, and I always say this, that our first store was in Johannesburg, we went to Pretoria, right? And between those 2 stores, we went to store number 3 to number 4, right up until 30. This is the first store outside of South Africa. So your support is not only a support that is going to help grow Batu in Namibia, but your support is going to give birth to the store in Botswana, the store in Kenya, the store in Nigeria, and so forth, until we see the vision that we have of building a shoe brand that Africans can proudly affiliate with. So your Saturday trade, it is not just a trade on Saturday, it's a trade that is going to help grow our business. So come in numbers in store. We've got that in store, I think, from the morning until in the afternoon. And most importantly, we are, a very creative, young, vibey family, right? So we also have an after party at, what's the name of the place?
The Loft.
There's a Loft later in the evening. So come join us in your Batu pairs, and I think we will communicate the metrics later on, and then also on our socials.
Okay, perfect. Speaking about socials, I know you guys have your phones out. Please make sure to tag. I'm going to be sharing the hashtags as well. But for now, before I release you,
Yep.
I need you to inspire us. Now, just looking at your story,
Yeah.
you're coming from corporate, making the decision to go and do this. A lot of people are in between and thinking, safety net. but your story is one that shows that your dreams can never be capped.
Yeah.
If you push, you can make it.
Yeah.
Please share that side of you.
I can talk the whole day about that because I'm very passionate about the continent and the region. But I think most importantly, I just want to say this, that Africa is a continent that is rich in heritage. It's rich in culture, it's rich in minerals and many other things. It's about time that we as Africans, we embody that heritage, the diversity, the culture, into products and services that we can export to the rest of the world, into value chains and ecosystems that we can export to the rest of the world. And that is how we build a better Africa. The first time I got to Namibia, I was invited to come speak, at a business seminar, and through Martin. And in that business setting and seminar, I met CJ, whom we've built an amazing brotherhood, and we work together now. And I think that's how we build Africa and across sector. So I just want to inspire everyone to follow that inner voice. We all know it, right?
I'm here with Nico from the TCG Group. Correct me if I'm wrong. And you're the man behind, launching Batu in Namibia. How exciting that is. Can you tell us about your experience so far?
I mean, it's a great experience. It's really great to see everybody come out in the numbers that they have. Batu is a brand that I think resonates with not just a lot of South Africans, but as you can see, a lot of Namibians now. And just from their story, their brand values, and also just Theo, the founder, how inspiring he is as a person, So it's a really great turnout. I'm happy to be here, and yeah, it's many more.
What do you feel of, in terms of the overall turnout? Namibians came out in numbers, and we are celebrating this African brand, and we're all sneaker lovers. How do you feel about the turnout?
I think a term that really resonates well with Namibians per se, that comes from South Africa, is the word Ubuntu, and that's something that I honestly saw today. I didn't really expect this big of a turnout, to see so many creators, influencers, tastemakers, designers, people from the media here to support Batu is truly inspiring.
I'm so happy to hear that. What are some of the challenges you had in terms of, I know that Batu is your client, what are some of the challenges you had in terms of just launching them here in Namibia?
I think with regards to challenges, I mean, Batu has a pretty strong brand presence already. A lot of Namibians are familiar with the brand. I think it was just logistics with the event itself, how event management goes. That's what I mostly tell people. Event management is more risk management than it is planning events, So a big thank you to God that it didn't rain. I know people don't say don't let it rain, but we're happy that it didn't rain. And yeah, man.
Thank
great
you
night.
so much.
Thank you so
and
much.
Kudos to the event. It looks amazing.
Thank you so much.
I'm here at the Batu Lounge, and I am so excited to be having a chat with the man behind the brand. How are you feeling today?
I'm great, thank you. I'm great. Yourself?
How do you feel about the general turnout for the launch of the Batu brand in Namibia?
It's been amazing, I think for the fact that it's midweek or towards end of the week, people have obviously been pursuing their dreams, hustle and bustle, and they still decided to take some time off to join us this evening. It's really, really amazing turnout. It's amazing energy. It's really great to see people who, have been supporting us over the last couple of years and joining us this evening. So I'm really, really humbled.
I'm happy to hear that. Speaking of energy, how are you finding Namibia so far? I know it's not your first time being here, but how's the experience this far, and also what are you looking forward to in terms of the activities that you have lined up?
Yeah, look, this is home for me, because I like it so much because the people are amazing. I've never felt some type of way. From the minute I land at the airport, it feels like home. It's so welcoming. So I really, really love, the country, and with the activities that we have, right? We want to basically, number one, get in touch with our consumers, try to get to them more. And then also we've got an CSI drive that we're donating about 100 pairs of school shoes tomorrow. And we just want to sort of, be of service to the communities that we trade in.
I totally love that. Speaking of the brand and the shoe, which I love, I know it has a personal touch. What is the one thing that you want the customers to take away when they purchase, one of the sneakers?
So I think number one, we are a brand that is really intentional about our product proposition, right? So our shoes are beautifully designed, very durable, comfortable, and very affordable. But more than anything else, after you've got an experience with the product itself, just know that you're not just buying a shoe, you are contributing to a bigger and better Africa. You are contributing to impact being created in communities, in jobs being created as well,
Now, before I let you go, any advice that you have for the young little girls and boys watching this, wondering, like, one day I actually want to have my own brand or business, what advice would you have for them?
I think follow your dreams, stay in school, follow your dreams, and just always try to do the right thing, right? Your time will come, and just focus on your dreams.
Batu has definitely landed in the land of the brave. They may be the new kids on the block, but they have arrived with a bang. I mean, the sneaker lover in me is so excited because not only is this proudly African, but it's the first ever in Namibia. Of course, on that note, I have to say goodbye because I have to chat up a storm with the rest of the sneaker lovers that are at this event. From me, Glen Rashipura, until next time.